Blog Talk Radio.
The motherfucking saga continues.
Yo, what's up, world? It's badass thuggin' like I usually do, and you better turn it up, bust some speakers out, cause we off the motherfucking cuff. You dig how we do it? Dog Pound Gangsters 2000 and beyond. Bless.
What's up with it, John? Man, don't change that down. This your play apartment, the legendary Cocaine. And you tuned in live to Off the Cuff Radio. Better not touch that down. Way
Yeah, this is Cassidy, the hustler. And right now, you listening to the Guillotine. Show them the respect they deserve, man. Off the Cut Radio, man. Y'all already know how they doing it, man. I need y'all to stay tuned. They've been doing it for years, so show them the respect they deserve. And you heard it out of bars, man. Easy.
Keep it moving like this. Yo, this your boy Rampage. You're not rocking with the best. With Off the Cuff Radio. Classic. History. Fix your face to all you haters. We off the cuff, baby.
What's up, everybody? This your girl, Bonnie Dollars, the Queen of Trap, representing Crenshaw, and you are now tuned in with Off the Cuff Radio. What's up? What's up, y'all? This is Miss Irresistible, giving a shout out to the live show on Friday nights, Off the Cuff Radio, and I'm live from the 704.
All right. We live and direct at Off the Cuff Radio, episode 670. I'm your host, King Eric, the Media Assassin. And this show is sponsored by Buddy Boy Entertainment, Screwball Radio, Da Vinci Clothing. Got my host, T-Max, with the facts on the line.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's another tremendous Thursday for the turn up on that outstanding frequency of OTC. You know what it is, Off the Cuff Radio. Shout out to our co-hosts of Spirit, L.A. Sandman, Lady Chinchilla, and of course, DJ Sincere up in Dirty Basement Radio. And we have a very, very, very special guest tonight, everyone, with an international flavor. This woman right here is the epitome of worldwide Wonder Woman. She is the essence of talent, beauty, grace, and all types of indescribable wonders. And we are so honored to have her on the show tonight, representing Botoșani, North Romania, and now working out of Los Angeles as a star-studded singer and so much more. She is here with us to tell her story. Ladies and gentlemen, the awesome Aireyn Vay.
Thank you so much for having me.
How you doing tonight?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Happy to be here. How are you?
We are wonderful. We are so happy that that you're with us. Thank you. Your tremendous talents definitely got you on the show.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I guess we get right to it. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and your musical journey, just growing up and, how you ended up in the States all the way from Romania.
Yeah. So my name is Aireyn. As you said, I was born in Romania. I'm doing music since I was around 8, 9 years old, something like that. It's been my passion since forever. There was never plan B or anything else. And I believe I just wanted it to be possible. So I took a leap of faith and moved here to Los Angeles.
Wow.
Pretty much that's it. And since then, it's just been work and nothing else but work.
Yeah, it's definitely one thing about it is it's definitely a challenge. It's definitely a lot of work, but it's about enjoying the journey. Growing up in Romania, who were some of your musical influence? And obviously, your country, your homeland, has such a star-studded lineage. I mean, when we look at John Houseman, a stage architect, with Elvira Popescu, she's an actress, Anna Pangel, she's a singer as well. Alexandra Stan, she's a singer. And of course, in this country, born to our, Romanian American parents in the WNBA, playing for the New York Liberty, Sabrina Ionescu. Yes, so I mean, you definitely have your countrymen and women. Definitely, you all are descended from lineage of legendary and greatness, indeed.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm a big fan of all the people you just mentioned. Yeah, there's a lot of talent in Romania. Sometimes a lot of undiscovered talent, but there is a lot.
So how was it for you to making that? How was it for you making that transition from LA, from leaving Romania?
It was spiritually easy because that's what I wanted to do. But it was also hard because I didn't really know anyone when I first moved here. So I kind of like had to, knock on every door and make my way into it. That was the hardest part. But, step by step, one by one, person by person, you kind of like get to build your own team. And, that's how I got everything on track. You just got to be very persistent.
Absolutely. Who did you listen to in Romania in terms of giving you your motivation and desire to make this a full-time occupation for yourself, chasing your passion?
My mother was introducing me to a lot of good music, and she was listening to a lot of Michael Jackson, Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, basically like old pop soul music. That was my introduction to music, actually. So maybe that's one of the reasons why I decided to move, because even though we have so much talent in Romania, the music genres are a little different in there. And people are looking to hear maybe something else, and they're not really used to this kind of music. So it's just, I always felt in my heart that that's the right path for me, and that's the kind of music that I want to do.
Got you. Coming to LA, LA has always been known as a city of stars, of course, Hollywood, everything that is considered glamour and glitz. Actors, actresses, musicians from all over coming. When you looked at it from a perspective of going into a space where, to be quite candid, it's a very crowded space, what did you find about the daily challenges in terms of what not only yourself, but other musicians face in terms of trying to get that exposure, in terms of not only having talent that is already abundant, but getting people to recognize it as well?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear us?
I can hear you now. Yes, I think you break through for a couple of seconds. Can you please repeat the question?
Absolutely. What did you find in terms of with, Los Angeles, California being such a destination for so many aspiring actors, actresses, and musicians, and all them trying to find their way in such a crowded space? Not only from your journey, but what did you see along the lines with everybody else in terms of how you all had a common thread in terms of finding your place there?
I haven't yet discovered the secret. I'll tell you more exactly when I will. But I think you should just be authentic. That's the only way you're gonna break through. Otherwise, if you're just trying to be a copy of a copy of a copy, it's never gonna really work. At least from my perspective. I don't know, maybe for some people it works. But if you stay true to yourself and you're just being authentic and you do like the music that serves your soul and serves your personality, and not try to be something else than you actually are, I think everyone has a shot of succeeding.
I'm thinking, man, that the main reason why people want to probably be who they, or, try to copy, because they feel that that's the easy way out, when in reality, it's not really the easy way out. It may take a lot more work doing it your way, but you'll have a more so like a standout career. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's easier. I just think that some people don't trust themselves enough to be themselves. I think that's where it's coming from.
Yeah, and one thing about it is trusting yourself is, there should always be, I think, there's always that element of trying to, you want to trust yourself in terms of knowing that your vision is what you see clearer than most people. The
You
reality is
have to. I mean,
sometimes,
there's no one else seeing the vision for you. Especially in my
absolutely.
case, like there was no one to pat me on the back and be like, "Yeah, that's right," or just do the other thing because this is wrong. Like you just have to like just have faith in what you're doing and just be yourself. There's literally no other way.
Yeah, and one thing about it, even with what we do, you know, there was really no roadmap for how we started, and that's why we definitely respect your movement so much because we understand it as well. In terms of where there's no roadmap, there's not always the support, but the only thing you have is an undying tenacity, an unyielding will, and most importantly, the belief that you're going to make it no matter what. As you said, there's no plan B there. Um, what did you
I think
find in
that
terms
kind
of your yeah,
so to build off that, I think that kind of takes away the hunger. That's what you have a lot of artists not really putting the effort in because they have plan B, they have a plan C and a plan D. What makes her music stand out and vocalist is because that's her only plan, as she say in her mind. So when you have more focus in that, it's going to stand out. Just want to put that out there.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's very important. You know, when you're coming here, especially when you're an immigrant, you really don't come with plan Bs or plan Cs or Ds or anything like that. So yeah, you just gotta put everything into it and have all the belief and faith that it's gonna work because it's literally you go big or you go home. There's no middle option.
Listening to your music, Aireyn, because when you first came on my page with the on the IG page with a friend follow, I was pleasantly surprised and even more entranced once I started listening to a lot of to the music that you had. I mean, your voice is the cascading echo of a warm summer breeze in open air with a melodic symphony of serene softness. Um, you embody peace, you embody calm, and you evoke an emotional fire of an incredible inferno of urgency. Um, you really, really, really are the siren for something strong and special. Um, and definitely your music is invigorating and inspiring. Um, what's your creative process in terms of putting your music together in terms of some of your songs like Give Me Love, I'm the One, Another Woman? I mean, we literally have an infinite pick of your produce in terms of your production. I mean, and they're all great.
Thank you. Well, I have great producers. They're also my friends, so they've been helping me a lot. But in terms of like coming with concepts and ideas, is just I don't think that I have a specific process. It's just literally whatever comes to my mind in that specific day or that specific moment, and I just feel like it's right and it's good enough to put it out. It's just coming from small experience or bigger experience. Is just everything that I have ever wrote or every single song that I've ever put out, it literally signifies like a small piece of my life. Either it's a day, a couple months, a year. It's just something. It's a feeling that it's at some point it was inside me.
And definitely your music is a catharsis for that release. Tell us about your producing crew and how you met them. Was it just pretty much the first people you touched down with, or did you have to go through a few before you found the team that you really, really found that creative spark with?
Oh no, I definitely had to go through a couple more people before I felt like I find the right producers team for me. I don't remember exactly actually how we met. I don't know. I think it was just like common friends or something like that. I really don't remember. But yeah, I'm so happy and blessed to find them, and we've been working together for almost 3 years. And they've been helping me a lot to understand certain things, to evolve, to sing better, write better, just everything. You need a second opinion every time. And yeah, I never think that my product is finished. Like I always have things to add, even if it's last minute. I'm very particular about it. And they've been helping me to just understand the process better.
Yeah, and what you said about always improving, always evolving, that's key. Because so many artists get content. Sometimes they think that once they've got to a certain point, they've already achieved perfection. But the reality is that there's always room to grow. There's always room to bloom. And it's definitely always expanding on what is already a considerable talent and making it even more immense in that sense.
Yeah, you learn until the day you die, definitely.
That is one thing. Yes. I mean, and we're all the business of it in terms of show business, in a sense. You and us and what we do. So we always learn. You know, there's always stuff to learn in it.
And they're always changing, and you have to keep up. So, yeah, you never know it all.
Yeah, especially in the music business. The music business changes like every 3 to 5 years.
Every 3 to 5 days.
That part right there. What have you found in terms of the climate today in music, in terms of how it's marketed, in terms of the genres, how it's released, how contracts are signed, how they're looking for artists? What have you found?
I'm still figuring this part out, but I believe that social media and super fans are a big part of it. I think it's the community at the end of the day that gives you the actual power in the music industry. So I just think that people should just focus on that and market their product in whatever best way they can. It's the community. I think it still is the community.
Yeah. And that's something that is important, because when you're thinking about it now, and your talent is tremendous, and it's like so many other artists, and this is one reason why we love doing the show like we do it, because it's about giving artists like yourself that opportunity and that platform and that forum with us to really tell your story. Because when we look at the music industry today, we see how convoluted, how commercial, and really just how insulting it can be to the listeners out there in terms of bringing mediocre, if not trash, stuff to the airwaves of low vibrational nonsense. Your music is something that the world needs to hear. And damn it, at Off the Cuff Radio, we're going to lead that charge, raising that flag for you to do it.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
When you think about it,
you know what we should do right here? Mm-hmm. And we got to give people a taste of the music right now. You know, we should play a joint for her to let the people know what they're getting sound for, and then we come back and finish the interview.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, let's hit y'all with one of these, and we're gonna be right back with you shortly. Let everybody know what you think.
Absolutely. Roll it.
Everybody loves somebody. Tell me I'm the one that you love. And everybody needs somebody. Tell me I'm the one that you love. Please don't make me wonder. Oh, I need you to be vulnerable.
Man, let me tell y'all something. Charlemagne, Envy, Flex, whomever working radio, y'all better pick this up. Damn it.
Absolutely.
I couldn't hear anything. What song did you guys play?
We played I'm the One.
Okay, okay. Sorry, I couldn't hear anything. Everything was muted.
It's okay. Because we ran that through because while we're doing this on StreamYard, it's playing through the YouTube channel in terms of us being live. But in terms of the StreamYard that we're doing this through, it's not broadcasting through that, but it was playing through YouTube. So yeah, but the crowd, but the people, our streamers heard it, and I know they loved it. Um,
Thank
I
you.
mean,
Yeah, that's one of
yes.
my most popular songs so far.
What was it like for you when you released it and found that it was such a strong hit in terms of the response to it? How did that feel?
I didn't really know immediately. It took a couple months for it to like to grow. At the beginning, nobody really knew the song existed. Um,
Hmm.
my marketing skills weren't really strong at the time. But yeah, in the meantime, people kind of catch up with it. Like there's no day passing by without somebody writing me about the song or a DM or anything. So yeah, it is a good song.
You know what?
It is.
It's kind of like a song that you could see being played in a lot of either soap opera or teen songs, or songs of that magnitude that describe love. You know what I mean? Because that's what's
Yeah,
missing in a lot of today's radio rotation.
that's exactly what I wanted to capture.
And the one
And I
thing
love the fact
about
that
it,
it's easy. It's really easy,
yes,
and people just, yeah, they can remind the song just instantly.
the thing about it, our Arian, if you didn't know it, you hit a quadruple home run in all aspects. As you said, the sound is very easy. It's universal. It has a modern feel with a tinge of 90s nostalgia. And it fits perfectly, like King said. It could fit into a movie soundtrack. It could fit into a theme song for a TV show. I mean, what you've done effortlessly is what most people basically strive to do, and you just do, and it's just so fluid for you. I mean, this is a song, we're not just saying this because you're on our show. This is a song that really, in our minds, could really, with the right placement, this is a song that could become a classic song. I mean, it's an anthem. I'm gonna go that far with it. It's an anthem.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've been told. I just heard it so many times. The feeling is not the same as when you're hearing it for the first time because I heard it like hundreds of times by now.
What was
So
it like?
I,
What was it like when you first heard it? Like when you start really seeing people like really being in tune with it and giving you praise for it.
when I wrote the song, I wrote the chorus in like 2 minutes. I can't even say that I wrote it because I was just literally on my balcony drinking a huge cup of coffee and just the chorus just came to me. Like I didn't do anything. And
Hmm.
initially I was saying, everybody loves somebody. Why am I the one with nobody to love? I was just very upset because everyone around me had like a date, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. And it was one of those days when I was just like me, myself, my cat in the house. I just didn't know what to do next. And that's how the song came to me. I was just like upset in my balcony and I just heard this line in my head. And for the next couple hours, I was just Googling and searching for other songs because I thought that, oh, this must be somebody else's song that I just copied and I don't know it. But it turns out it wasn't. And the next day, I just met with one of my producers and I said, hey, I have this idea. It's stuck in my head. I feel like we're onto something. And he's like, look, we're not gonna do another ballad because I was just writing a lot of ballads, no happy songs, just ballads. So I was like, okay, then I'm gonna flip the second line and I'm gonna just say, tell me I'm the one that you love. So now we have a happy song. It was the exact same melody. It was just the second line was just different. And we just started from there, and is everything just felt right and easy. It came really easy. Like it wasn't that type of song that we had to spend like a couple of months to figure out. It just came really fast.
I mean, and we were laughing about when you said ballads. We said no more ballads. We're like, damn it, let the girl write ballads if she wants to write ballads.
Yeah, no. I was writing only ballads. So it
Right.
was
Uh-huh.
not just like, so that was not really right. Like I had to evolve somehow. I couldn't just write ballads for my entire life.
No.
And I was
Well,
also afraid to write something else outside ballads because I just thought that I can't do it right. And I always had this feeling that if it's a happy song, it's gonna be cheesy, and I'm gonna just have to say stuff that sound just like, cheesy. That's just the right word. And but yeah, we kind of figure out.
no, I don't think it's cheesy. I think it's called authentic because it came from a real place.
It came from a
And
real place. It really came from like, when God sends you an idea and you just have to be like quick enough to grab it. That's exactly
yes,
how it
yes.
felt. Like God just sent me an idea and I had nothing else to do, so I just grabbed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes sometimes in the creative process. You just, once that inspiration strikes, you just have to go where the mark hits. Um, in terms of it, when you're talking about, when you're talking about experimentals, it can be tricky. We can name our albums by artists from many genres that were considered experimental. We can think about Common in 2001 when he dropped Electric Circus, the rapper. We think about Suicidal Tendencies when they did The Art of Rebellion in 1992. Megadeth when they did Risk in 1999. Um, Everybody has that project that is going. I mean, even the late great D'Angelo, rest in peace to Richmond, VA's very own legend, Voodoo. That was considered a bit of a departure from his first album. Um, but there's always experimental and you know innovative ideas that artists utilize to pretty much help them broaden that spectrum of an already colorful palette. In
Right.
terms of your talent, Aryan, what would you like to do in terms of as you progress in terms of who you will want to work with and the type of music that you will want to do?
I really can't give you an exact answer. I just feel like I'm, evolving from song to song, from session to session, from whatever people I'm encountering day to day. It's not a specific direction that I'm trying to go to. It's just whatever comes to me at the moment. So I'm gonna do the best with it. It's not like I'm just like sitting down and be like, oh, in 2 years I would like to just do rock and roll. It,
Hmm.
it's it's just really whatever feels authentic at the moment. If tomorrow I feel like I should write I don't know, rock and roll song, I probably will.
Hey, I mean,
It
but
all
that's how it
depends,
can
it
go
all depends on the
sometimes.
feeling. Yeah, it all depends on the feeling and where the music guides you.
Yeah, you gotta let yourself be guided.
Well, one thing about it is, in terms of where you're at with your talent, you got a lot of people that are really, really, really rooting for you that are really rooting for you on IG. Most notably, our good friend Damian Young, aka Demiza, the former Power 106, program director and a very heavy hitter in the industry. And if he's listening, that means you did something right.
Oh wow, I didn't know you guys know the Misa. Yeah, he's a dear friend,
Yeah,
and he's been
yeah, we
very,
interviewed
very
him last
supportive.
year.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Oh
interviewed
wow,
him
I didn't
last.
know that.
Small
Yeah,
world.
yeah, it is. We interviewed him last year. Shout out to Day One. Hint,
Yeah,
hint.
shout
You and
out to
him
the
need to
Misa.
connect.
He's an amazing person.
He is. Absolutely. Absolutely. We were so blessed and humble. Shout out to Day One for getting us that interview with him. We are eternally grateful for that. Um, to know people like that in the industry with such a storied legacy, such an incredible history, what does that mean to have people like that behind you who support you?
It's a blessing, really. It's a blessing. Like, the Miz is there whenever I need advice, whenever I have questions about anything. He's been extremely supportive and also very honest. Like, he's not afraid to tell you the truth, or if a song is not as good as it should be. It's a blessing, really.
How did y'all meet?
Through Instagram. We were just talking about this song, I'm the One. That's how we connected initially.
That's the moral of the story right there, man. It's like you never know who's listening. That's why we tell people, man, put your content out there, regardless if it has 10 views, 10,000 views, or 10 million. You never know who's listening out there.
Yeah, you never know who's listening. That's very true.
And you also have a couple of more big hitters. Shout out to Mr. Harlem's Own from BSF, Black Soprano Family, Benny the Butcher, Rick Hyde, Big Jake the Artist, Fuego Bass, he rocks with you. And of course, one of the all-time great producers from my hometown, Hampton Roads, Virginia, Timberland. He follows you on IG as well. So you definitely have people who are, supporting you.
Yes, I believe so. I believe so. I'm a big fan of Timberland, obviously. Huge fan.
Yeah. He's definitely done Virginia proud. Definitely a legend here. What have you found in terms of the business side of music, in terms of your publishing, to getting it on the platforms, in terms of making sure everything is taken care of, in terms of your ASCAP, royalties, and just making sure all the business is taken care of in the right way?
I just read a lot. I read a lot of books at the beginning because I realized when I moved to LA that I have no knowledge about the business. I just thought that just because you're talented and cute, you can make it. Someone is going to discover you and you can be Beyonce tomorrow, which was very wrong, and it was years ago, but I had no knowledge because, in Romania, the music industry is small, so people don't really talk about this kind of information. So I just had to read and document myself and learn. That was the only way. And also learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. But also, too, what you said, that's important as well, because the same thing happens over here. Because a lot of artists, we've been blessed to do the show as long as we have. We've talked to so many people on air, off air, and we get a lot of stories, on air, off air. And a lot of people think that this is something that just because, especially with the way that it's been streamlined now, the efficiency has been facilitated to make it easier, that, of course, with all the platforms, Apple, Tidal, everything, that you just put a song out and it's just supposed to blow. But people don't understand marketing. They don't understand that you really have to, and you have to connect with people in a real way.
I don't think that makes it easier. I just think it makes it more accessible, but it's definitely not easier. It's just more accessible, but it's overcrowded. So that doesn't make it easier.
And that's an absolute great point, because you got everybody now, because you ourselves, we understand what it means to get out there in the trenches and get it done in a real way, organically. So we're never going to deride anybody or dismay anybody or dissuade anyone from their dreams if this is what they want to do. But we also have to be honest, in terms of what we hear and what we see, and we got to look at it. Not everybody can do this. And this is what you talk about, in terms of the overcrowdedness. Everybody's coming in thinking that they can rap. Everybody's coming in thinking they can sing, and not everybody has that talent to go next level or even really at a certain level. But that's what makes it hard, because back in the day, especially with rapping, when we came up, if you didn't know how to rap, you didn't do it. And now everybody's trying to rap. We got trash ass rappers who think they're the best out there.
Sometimes they would just tell you, man, look, just pick the briefcase up. You might have a better job at that, or you might just do some carpeting, or paint a house. Like, we'll just give you something else to do. But just leave the music alone, But now, everybody and their mama trying to get in this thing.
Sometimes I think that work and discipline counts more than actual talent. So I feel like whatever you're putting your mind and your time into it, you can actually accomplish and perfect it. It's just a matter of priorities. Because you can be really talented, but you can just be really lazy. So it's not going to take you really anywhere.
Well, I mean, like the good Lord said, faith without work is dead. And the one thing about it is that when you have the tenacity, and we can use so many analogies, whether music, athleticism. We look at the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, coming out of Michigan, doing double duty with Drew Henson at starter. He wasn't a sought after quarterback, coming into the draft, in the year 2000, but he had a tireless work ethic, and he landed in a situation with the Patriots, with Bill Belichick as coach, that maximized the most out of what he could do, and they won 6 Super Bowls. And, they won 6 Super Bowls with the Patriots as a team, and he won 7 as a quarterback in general. So it's one thing about, you may not have the off the chart stats that everybody's going to look at, but like you said, Aireyn, it's all about making sure that you know what you have inside of your heart. It's like with Jerry Rice coming out of Mississippi Valley State. He wasn't the strongest or the fastest, but he had hands and he had football speed in terms of when he caught that ball running those routes. Once he got off and going, you can't time it. I mean, he just had what we call that next level.
Yeah.
And that definitely can be the it factor, as we call it in this business, that takes you to the next level.
Yes, exactly. You just need to put all your time in it, and regardless of how talented you are or not, you have to work for it.
Yeah, and that's something that I think even now a lot of artists don't always understand, that this is something, even if you get your foot in the door, hell, even if you in the damn building, you still have to maintain that tenacity and that desire to work to keep you there. The talent is going to want to get.
Sometimes it's really not easy. Like, you wake up every day working and you don't know where this work is going to take you. Especially when there's like no real plan in place and you're just like trying to figure out, like, you're just working tirelessly every day, but you don't know if there's actually ever going to be an outcome out of it. So you have to be really strong mentally, first of all.
That's true.
Yeah.
Want to give a shout out to my man. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, I was going to say that, especially when you got to go through the stage of discouragement, because it happens to everybody, not just artists, but it's just, human nature. Like, how do you battle discouragement?
How do I get discouragement? I think I'm very impatient. That's one of my big flaws. And if something doesn't happen yesterday, I'm already like, not freaking out, that's too much to say, but I'll probably start overthinking, analyzing, why this, why that, how can I do this, how can I do that. I'm just overthinking a lot, and I'm just taking my discouragement out of my impatience, because sometimes I just don't. It's not that I don't have the time, I just don't have the patience to wait, to wait for the right people, to wait for the right meetings, right performances. It's just that's what I used to deal with.
Yeah, and it can be something at times where the challenge is in patience. quick shout out to my man Ron Boy 28. Thank you so much for listening and shouting out. That's my ace for over 47 years, man. We go back from when we was kids. And that is always a thing. You have to know in your heart that you're going to make it. But that is the thing about it, because you don't know when. But the hard work is what plants the seeds that are going to grow into that forest of fulfillment. And by the same token, you do always want to have an idea of where you're trying to go with it, in terms of making sure that those steps you take in the work that you do are going to lead somewhere. You definitely want to have an aim, because if you don't have an aim for it, it can frustrate you when it doesn't go the way you want it. So it's always
Definitely.
important to
That's
maintain
why I
it. Yeah,
appreciate so much people that are actually taking it step by steps, and they actually took
yeah,
like the long way to make it, and not just like a quick thing that is going out next day. Because if, God forbid, they fall back, they're not going to fall back as hard, and they will know how to rebuild everything.
yeah. And I mean, we looked at a lot of artists over the years that it took a while. Maxwell, the legendary soul artist, his record, I believe, dropped in 1995, I believe. And it was about a year. For all the listeners out there, check me in the comments if I'm wrong on Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite when the album was released. But that album took like a year before it really hit. But when it did, it took off.
Yeah. I'm the
Uh,
one who was released a year ago, and you guys just discover it, so it's a process.
yeah, and the one thing about it is that we understand what it means for that hard work. And if we are a part of that journey with you to help you get to where you need to go, we're all for it. And we're more than elated to have you on, for you to share your vision, your gift, and your generosity of the most precious commodity, which is time, to tell your story
No,
with
thank
us.
you. Thank you guys for having
And
me. I really appreciate it.
yes, and that is something that we do not take that lightly at all. So we're definitely here to support in terms of it. In terms of your journey, have you looked to have maybe signing with any labels? Have any labels contacted you? What is that part of the business that you're looking at right now?
There's been conversations, there's been meetings.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that it would be fair for me to point to right now. But
Understood.
you will be the first to find out, I promise, when it's happening. Hopefully very soon. Working on it.
Well, look. When that album release party comes in Los Angeles, we need to be there.
Well,
Of course,
definitely.
of course.
So, so in terms of it, pretty much the songs have you dropped? Is that from an EP? Is it from an album? Or is it pretty much you've just been kind of just releasing music and just letting people hear what you have?
No, so far I only been dropping singles. I'll drop another single next month, and then I'm planning to release a full EP.
Got you.
Okay.
And because we look, and I mean that. Look, we can't wait to hear it. Pretty much, is it going to be all new material, or is it going to be previously released material?
No, all new material.
Okay. Now we gotta. So we gotta get to the next part, the video shoots. You gotta tell us about the video shoots. Tell us about the video shoots. Tell us about your first video shoot and how it went.
My first video shoot was actually in Romania because I was stuck in there during the pandemic. It was just a regular music video on the beach. That was actually my first ever music video. Then we did a really big one with a big production for another single that is called Breathe. We actually had the honor of the actress Maya Morgenstern to come and play in the video with us.
Oh, wow.
And the other videos that you see for I'm the One, Twin Flame, they were all made here in LA. I actually just hired a DP. We went for 45 minutes on Santa Clarita Trail. We shot whatever we can shot at the sunset. and then I had to edit and put together everything myself, which I didn't like at all. Like I'm not good with technology. Like I can barely use my phone. So imagine me having to actually edit a full music video.
Mm.
It took me like 2 weeks. So
It, it's okay. It's okay. It's look, Hollywood. Look. When they're going trying to think who it was who directed Gangs in New York. I think that movie actually took about I think that was King. Was that Martin Scorsese that directed Gangs in New York?
Yeah. That's it. If anything, B being a veteran of tech and everything, that's the most aggravating part is that editing. My
you
Yeah.
just
God.
have to get it done. So you're just gotta find a way to get it done. There's no excuses.
Yeah. And
I said to myself, I'm not like, look, I'm not paying nobody. I'm gonna figure this out by any means because they want too much money. I'm gonna figure this out by any means.
You know how it is. Yeah, when you're independent artist, every single dollar counts. And sometimes you're just like at the end of the bag. So you're like, okay, how am I going to do this? I have to figure it out. I'm just going to do it myself. So that's kind of what I did for I'm the One.
well, I mean, but that's something that as you move with it, it's something that you have to do it. I think what Scorsese did Gangs in New York, and this is just talking about the process of it. I think Scorsese, I think when he did that, when he filmed it, I think that movie took like maybe 2 or 3 years, I believe, to film. And I think I I heard, I'm not gonna say this is fact, but I heard they had like maybe over damn near maybe 80 to 100 hours of footage. And imagine having
Yeah,
to whittle that down to 3 hours.
I know. I only had 45 minutes and I had to put it down to like 3 minutes. So it was still hard.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just a process. But one thing is, you had to, you knew you had to do it and you got in there and you learned. And by trial and error, that's how you begin to really, really, really know even where your weaknesses are, they become your strengths because it becomes repetitive to the point that you were able to become fluent in a language that was alien to you at first. So it's not a bad thing at all. And it shows the initiative and tenacity that you would have to take in order to know that you got to do this yourself, as you said.
Yeah, you have to figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. We know there's a mission. There's a mission of getting it done, and once we realize that, there's no stopping it.
There is, there is. There has to be. There's no other option.
Yeah. So who else have you met in the industry along the way in terms of famous people on your journey?
Famous people all over the journey. There's really no one that comes right now to my mind. I don't know. I'm really not a starstruck person. I respect and I appreciate everyone and I listen to a lot of music. And I'm pretty much a
Hmm.
fan of everybody, but I don't think I'm starstruck. It's just I don't know why. It's just the way I am. So I can't tell you right now. It's actually nobody comes to my mind. I don't know. I mean,
Well, who would
I've been to an event where there was Alicia Keys. I'm a big fan of Alicia Keys. So
that's
there
dope.
you go. That's
How
someone.
did-
Yeah.
you just say that no, you just say that so nonchalantly. How'd you get invited to that event?
Uh, I got invited to. I'm a member of Grammy U, and
Hmm.
they have organized. No, actually, they didn't organize. They had a table at the pre-Grammy party, the party of Clive Davis, and they invited me there. And our table was right next to Alicia's table, so that's how I actually got a chance to meet her for a couple seconds.
You and her could put together some fire. You know that, right? We're putting that into the universe.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Definitely. Now, how does one get invited to those kind of parties? Because they just don't give those invitations away. So you were pretty damn special to get one of those.
uh, I don't think so. It was just I've been a Grammy U member for a long time. I've been pretty active on the platform. They use my songs for a lot of their projects, a lot of their playlists. And
Mm.
when the moment came, I just got invited. There was nothing, I didn't do anything extra. It just happened, really.
You're just saying this like it's nothing, but it's a lot there.
No,
Tell
no,
us
no, no,
about
no.
Grant.
It's
It's
not
really like
nothing.
that.
No, I
Yeah.
am very appreciative towards that.
No,
It
no, no,
is.
no, no,
I'm just
no. I'm
trying to
just
say that it's
saying this.
not my credit. Like I didn't do anything special. I just got
Right, right,
lucky
right.
and got invited.
Right, I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying like you're just saying that like yeah,
Nah, I
tell us
mean, it's
about
really
Grammy
like
U.
that. Nah, it's really like that though, man, because it's like when you kind of look at them like they're your peer. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you gotta have like a different mindset
No, no,
behind.
come on, come on. No, Alicia Keys, that's a legend. Come on. I'm far, far from being close to that.
But the talent is there. The talent you have is there. How did you get
Thank you for
involved with
saying that.
Grammy U? Tell us about Grammy U. How did you get involved with that? What is it?
I was a student in Musicians Institute, which is a college here in LA, for a couple of
Okay.
months.
Okay.
And they had this option to put their students into the Grammy U. It was just an opportunity to learn more, to connect with people, because again, I didn't really know anyone when I came here, so I had to, get myself involved in all sorts of activities to meet people,
Right.
and that's how it happened. And it happened for them to just like my music and just playlist it or everything they did for me.
Shout out to the Grammys. I mean, but that's nothing small at all. This is this is like the equivalent of being at Juilliard or something like that, to be admitted into such a prestigious, circle. And for them to admit you like that and to get invited to one of the parties, that means you really made headway and traction, and for them, moving your music as well. So you've definitely got in a place that is, I mean, that's major. That's a major step.
Thank you.
Because you never know who's listening. I mean, look, the Grammys go without saying. I mean, that's the highest honor you can get in music in terms of your achievements. And if you're mingling with those people at a certain level, whether major or modestly, your name still resonates with them for being in that room. So, there's no telling where you can go from there.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really leave the house for events, but that was a big one, so I couldn't miss it.
Sky's the
Nah.
limit. Sky's the limit. So, yeah, so going forward, we hear the fourth quarter of 2025. What else do you have in store?
I have a release coming up next month. I'm still doing final edits. You guys have the song. Then I'm gonna just focus on live performances, the release of the EP, and whatever opportunities God is gonna put in my way. I'm just trying to do every day something to make sure I don't go to sleep without knowing that I did something in that particular day for my dream.
Well, one thing about it is your determination and dedication to it is something that is going to ultimately lead you to that destination of success. And we're here for it all the way in terms of it.
Thank you. Yeah.
And the main thing is that for you is, obviously what you are is to stay motivated and to just know it's a journey. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And the main thing is you keep the endurance necessary to finish the race. And
Of course.
but we can't wait to hear what comes next. And when you just hit us out the blue one day, when you find out, when we find out that you got this fire ass collaboration with a major artist out there, we're like, see, we knew she was gonna do it. It was just a matter of time.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I pray that's going to happen really, really fast.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time, but yeah, we know we almost about to wrap this hour up, and I know you have a lot of things you have to pretty much work on. Like, we want to thank you once again for joining us. It's been a pleasure, talking with you and getting to know your journey. And yeah,
Thank
any
you. It's been a pleasure, and I'm grateful for your support.
Absolutely. And you're welcome back anytime. Anything that you have with your projects, Aireyn, we are so elated and enthusiastic and excited to help promote it. So whatever you got, Aireyn, just bring it on. We're ready for it. We're ready to talk about.
And one more thing before we go to your next song. Let people know where they can find you, like social media handle.
Sure. My social media handle is Aireyn Vay on every single platform. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. It's the same name everywhere. Just Aireyn Vay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Aireyn, thank you so much. You are A+
Thank you.
as an individual, and you are absolutely cosmic greatness with your talent. God bless you. Keep doing what you do. And thank you again for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And I guess this is
All
where
right.
King takes us out of here. We got a song to close it out.
Absolutely.
Thank
And
you.
it's
You guys
called
have a blessed night. Thank you.
You be
You
blessed
too.
too. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Take your t-shirt